Yoruba Nation. What Buhari told me about Sunday, Igboho, Ooni. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi Ojaja too has regretted the detention of the Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo aka Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic. Now the news in detail. In an interview with BBC, the monarch said the agitator rejected advice offered him by monarchs sent to dialogue with him. Ooni narrated that he met the president, Major General Muhammad Buhari, retired, over Sunday Igboho. During the meeting, Buhari was informed of the reasons for Igboho's agitation, according to the monarch. In his reaction, Buhari was said to have said Igboho needs to be calm and patient. The president also asked monarch in the southwest to advise Igboho against moves that are lawless. The monarch, who said Igboho has a just cause to fight, said he should have been more diplomatic. He alleged that Igboho was misled by politicians, insisting that the activists deserve the support of monarchs in the region. On a spot, Ooni said he has forgiven Igboho and already working to get him freed from detention in Benin Republic. He urged other Yoruba Nation agitators to consider dialogue. He said, "I have always told the government to call the agitators for a dialogue. Sunday Igboho grew up in Ife. All that he has become today started from Ife. He fought the Ife and Modekake war, and both lands belong to Ife. He is a son of the soil. He wanted to fight for a king's men. He stood up and fought for those killed in Okiogun. We thank God for preserving his life. He tried his best, but he was overwhelmed by different advice from people. Many people advised him wrongly. He listened to them. I visited President Buhari on his case and we discussed it. I told him that Igboho is our son. He told me that Igboho should stay calm and exercise patience. The president told me that monarchs should warn him to be calm. After I left Buhari's place, I called the monarchs and elders of Yoruba land for a meeting to advise Igboho to exercise patience, but Igboho did not listen. He started abusing anyone, including the monarchs I sent to him. He heard so many bad words, but he's still our son. God owns forgiveness. We have forgiven him. If he had listened, he would not have found himself in his current travail. We are trying our best to secure his release. It is better to fight together. We can only achieve our goal if we are united. No one can fight with the government alone. You have to be diplomatic." The Punch had reported that Igboho is currently in a detention facility in Benin Republic after he was arrested in Cotonou, Benin Republic, on July 16, 2021, with his wife while traveling to Germany. This is after Soka, Ibadan, Oyo State home of the pro-Yoruba self-determination activist, was invaded by men from DSS around 1:30 a.m. on July 1st, 2021, leading to the arrest of 12 of his aides, while Igboho managed to escape the arrest. Now, I do not really understand what is going on. Going over what happened in the past and saying you told him he did not listen. A person does not call the government for dialogue. A government that do not listen to you, how do you call them for dialogue? How? Just tell me. How do you call the government for dialogue? The government is the one to call for dialogue. Do you have what it takes to get the attention of the government to call you for dialogue? The only way to get these people attention is by protesting, coming out, because if you do it individually, of course, it will get you nowhere. Let us call a spade a spade. Flogging a dead horse will not bring it back to life. What has happened, and everybody keeps saying they are doing all they can to let them bring him out from detention. We do not want to hear they are doing all they take. Let him be brought out of detention, because according to Nigerian democratic laws, he only made use of his fundamental civil rights. That is all. Calling on the government for justice, fairness, and equity. That is all. That is all that is happening. He did nothing more and nothing less. So this particular issue of he did not listen, I do not understand. To protest continually is and will continue to be the fundamental civic rights under a democratic system of government. You cannot take that away, except we have all of a sudden switched to dictatorship type of government without we the citizens knowing, which of course is not is not going to happen. So far we run a democratic system of government. These people, each and every civilian, every electorate, every citizen of Nigeria has a right to air your opinion, has a right for peaceful gathering, has a right, it is a democratic kind of government we run here. So we have a right to call on the government, and the government answers us. But unfortunately, in our dear country, Nigeria, that does not seem to be the case. You call on the government to tell them these particular policies you make are not good enough. They are affecting the citizens in a very bad way. You become the enemy of the government. You call on the government that there is bad governance in the land, state-wise and federally, and you're seen as the enemy of the state. Meanwhile, if you do not criticize the government or you do not say things they're not, or areas they're not doing well, will they be able to find out? The government alone cannot run itself. They're running people, for crying out loud. So all these things are meant to be feedbacks. And when these feedbacks come, as a very, very creative kind of government and ones who wants to do better, what do? All these criticisms now coming from the electorate, you gather it together and work on areas you can do better. That is how it is supposed to be. There is no government you see that you say the people will always praise them. There will always be criticism. Now, what do you do with them when they come? Even in a family setting, there'll be people who criticize how the father runs the family. Of course. But at the end of the day, when they come together, it is still the father now that is going to call them together. Okay, I've been hearing this. What are you people saying? What are your suggestions? In that kind of a setting, it is still the father that will call them together. So why were you saying that you telling him to quiet down, to calm down? What is calm down? Calm down in doing what exactly? He only exercises his rights and that is it. He made use of his fundamental human rights as it is written on ink and paper and the constitution. So I do not understand this one they're saying they told him to calm down, flogging a dead horse. Is that the issue here? The issue here is that he should be freed and the government should call for dialogue. For not only him, for all the people who are in detention, himself and the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. That is how it should be. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And so I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.